One of the coolest parts about our funnel builder is that you can split test funnels. You can create two different variations of the same funnel, and it'll send half of the traffic to one variation and half of the traffic to the other. And you can see which one is converting leads at a higher percentage or getting people to buy your offer at a higher percentage. First off, you need to hook up a domain to your funnel. So you need to build the first variation of your funnel, which will be the control funnel. And you need to hook up a domain to it. So if it's not hooked up to a domain, you won't be able to create a variation over here. So go ahead and check out our domain setup video so you can see how to hook up your domain. Once that's there and your domain is showing up here, you can hit create variation, and we can just duplicate the control page, and then we can edit some of the things on it and see maybe if we can change some things to get a higher percentage of leads to convert on this first page of our funnel. So I'm going to go ahead and just clone this control page. And now we have our variation page. It's obviously going to be the exact same, but now we're going to go in and edit our control page and change a few things on it. I'm not actually going to change much on this video. This is just an example, but some things that you could change would be your headline. You can try out a different headline on your variation to see if maybe there's a better headline that's getting people's attention more and getting people to fill out this form. So when people click access course here, it'll pop up with this form that they fill out their information. And maybe on our first control funnel, it's not a very good headline. It's not converting well. So we can test that out. We can test out our sub headline and change that and see if we can get a better converting sub headline. We can completely change out our video and film two different videos and see which video converts better and gets people to ultimately click access course and fill out this form to get to the next step of the funnel. We ultimately want to collect a lead as part of our funnel. We want to get their name, email, and phone number. And so that's one thing we could change. So we could change a few things on here, edit those, and then we could save it, and then we'll go back out. And another cool thing we can do is we can decide which percentage of people goes towards the controlled funnel and which percentage go to the variation of the control funnel by sliding this slider here. So if we want it to be completely 50-50, which I do recommend, one person will go to the control, the next person who clicks on our link or clicks on our ad and goes to our funnel will go to the variation. And so it'll be a completely even split if we set it up this way. And then we can click apply, and then it'll apply that to our funnels. So half of the traffic will go to one, half of the traffic will go to the other. And then we can see what is converting better right here inside of the funnel builder. We can see, we got leads here, opt-ins, that kind of stuff. We can see sales that have been made through our checkout carts, all that good stuff. And we can do this with each individual page of the funnel. So we could create a variation of each page. So maybe we can really just get dialed in and see what's converting the best inside of our funnel. And the most important pages, I would say, are your landing page, the first page of the funnel, and then your offer page where people actually convert and pay or book a call or whatever the call to action is at the end. But you could really just test every single page and create a variation of each of them so you can get a really, really good test. And I recommend doing this with all of your funnels. And ultimately, you'll become an expert funnel builder because you'll have real metrics to track what type of headlines are working, which types of videos are working. And that's the name of the marketing game, is just testing, figuring out if A is working better than B, and then we test A versus C, and then maybe C is better. So now we're testing C versus D, and we're just doing a ton of different split testing. And that's really all marketing is. So I hope this video helped, and try this out and you'll see a spike in your leads, in your sales, and you'll become an expert marketer.